Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's me, the Photo Bomber. Today's episode, we're going to be looking at the grass. So if you guys are new to this channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more episodes. And without further ado, let's get started. So, the grass. Something new I haven't done, and yet I just started to experience it. Well, to experiment with it. So, yes, as usual, I would go around my backyard and find little things to take pictures of. But today, I decided to take one of these little guys because I read in Dom Komrechka's book. Sorry about the tapping. I read in his book that the world does not have to be 5.5 feet tall. So, meaning that I have to get to the ground level of whatever I'm taking a picture of, or the way an ant sees the world, basically. So, as we would expect to have a photograph of something that's at our eye level, basically. Sorry about that. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna get started with that. So I got my camera, my macro lens, my little needle thing, and I just got started. I literally couldn't find much because some grasses are what's the word? It's something that's called hydrophobic, meaning the water just wants to just jump off. So I decided, you know what? That'll be something interesting to see. So I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the ground level of everything and see what I can expect. And not gonna lie, it is kind of interesting because it's the first time experiencing something like this. I kind of find that cool, actually, which I'll show you guys a few pictures in a minute. And I decided to test out different grass leaves to see which ones works and which one just doesn't work at all. So I was reading through the book, and I found a blade of grass that's called blue fescue, which you guys can look it up on Google. That's why we have it, obviously. And apparently this type of grass is an interesting one because there's this little white dust thing that is on the leaf that you can just wipe off. So apparently that holds a perfect water drop sphere, or just a spherical shape from the water droplet that I placed. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try looking for some blue fescue. And sorry for the wind. And that is nice too. So apparently that's what I did. And now I've uploaded, by the way, I've uploaded episode 6. I almost messed that up completely. Anyways, out of subject. So, grabbed my camera, grabbed everything. Let's go. I was crawling all over the ground for almost half an hour. like I honestly looked like an idiot just going around on the ground, seeing or trying with this huge camera, and then trying to see, okay, what should I do? What am I doing? And all that stuff. And it isn't that easy going to ground level because because my second Nikon camera has an LCD screen that I can just flip up. So I could be able to use the LCD screen if I'm doing ground level work. But my Nikon D3500 can't do that, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but what am I going to do, right? So I had to look in the viewfinder. I did not feel like looking through the LCD screen because I know that's gonna literally mess me up badly. And yeah, it was fun. Not really. Like, my elbows were hurting for at least 5 minutes. It wasn't too bad. And it was a little bit annoying because that day was actually boiling hot outside. So that also wasn't too much fun. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get this over with. And boom. I came up with, I don't even know how many photographs. I think 6. But you guys will see in a minute. My first photograph was this. So here's the first photograph that I took. I also have to post a few pictures on my Instagram, which I haven't, but I'm gonna do that like probably by the end of this video. Anyways, here's the first photograph. As you guys saw, this was the blue fescue grass. I took the first couple shots. Well, the first shot was just a test run to see which side works better. Interesting enough, once you flip the grass over, this is where the droplets would remain intact, per se, to their water droplet spherical shape, as you see here. I don't even know if this can focus, but as you see, this is what I'm looking for. That top part is staying on, well, I got some water on my phone. Anyways, that side of the grass is what's holding the spherical shape of that droplet of water, it's super interesting because when I tried the other side of of the leaflet, it did not work. The drop would just stay flattened and not in its spherical shape that I wanted. So I decided, okay, I'm just gonna try flipping the grass over so I can have the spherical part of the grass. That was not fun. I wasted almost half an hour just trying to set up the shots, which in my opinion it took like 10 years to do, because I'm working on the ground level and I'm just flipping, doing all this, and whenever I want to leave it to set up my camera, I don't have a third hand tool, which I'm thinking to get, Um, I don't have a third hand tool. That's that. Okay, guys, see you in the next week. No. Anyways, yeah. This basically what happened on the second shot, which I'll show you guys right now. So here it is. As you saw on the second photograph, this is when I started to go a little bit more in detail. I decided, okay, I'm just gonna put a few more droplets to see how much I could hold, how much the the little leaflet can hold. So I took the needle, drop, and I said, okay, I'm hoping this works. Surprisingly enough, it did work, which was pretty interesting. So I decided to step up to the game and then try something different. So, sorry about the noise back there. There's a dog. Anyways, so I had that shot set up, and I came up with this next photograph, which I'll show you guys in a second. I decided to just continue exploring around, crawling on all fours with a big camera underneath my chest. And I was just going around looking like a fool. Literally, I'm not joking. If you guys would have seen me, I basically look like a fool to you guys. So, after 5 or 10 minutes of crawling around on the grass with a needle and my camera, I finally saw another patch of the specific type of grass that I was looking for. So I said, okay, let's do this. The same thing, did all that. I found out that there was a blade of grass that was a little bit longer than the other ones, which I found out was a little bit more malleable, and I could shape up and make arcs and whatnot. So I got to testing again, only this time I've tried to place the droplets on the side of the grass, which actually worked. This is the last photograph I'm going to show you guys after the other ones I show you. And then I came up with the next photograph, which this is the next one here. So as you saw in that shot, I've done what I've done. That one took a little bit. So the following shots, I've decided to go looking around on the grass again as usual, and I came up with this fourth shot that I've took. But funny thing, my arms was starting to hurt while I was moving around on the grass, because my screen thing doesn't flip. It's only on I think it's my D7500 that has the option that I can flip my screen up, my LCD, if I'm in live view. But I wanted to take the and take the worst road that I could possibly be on, and then I've been basically crawling around on the grass, doing this, doing that with my neck, and then twisting and turning and all that. It was so hard. But then I came up with this fourth shot, and I said, finally, I didn't want to do this again. I was actually getting tired. I was so hot out. I was actually getting really hot. Yeah, no, it wasn't a really good time. So this is the fourth shot that I decided to take after 3 hours of crawling on the grass while I'm boiling hot outside. So here it is. For the fifth shot that I took, I decided to go look around for another patch of that blue fescue grass. So again, I went around on the grass with my needle in my pocket, full of water, and I came up with the next shot, which I'll show you guys in a second. I had to process that one in Lightroom for a bit, just because the exposure was a little bit too bright, so I had to tune it down and then put some contrast in it, and did whatever needed to be done for the fifth shot. I did almost the same thing for just a couple other photographs. So this is the fifth shot, which I'll show you right now. Before I wrap things up for today's video, it was the 7th yesterday and it was raining, so I decided, okay, here's an opportunity for me to just go explore around and see what I can come up with. So for the final photograph, this is what I've came up with after all of the processing into Lightroom and all that. So here it is. So anyways, guys, that concludes today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell as well. And we'll see you in the next video. So stay tuned for the next episode. Now, before I wrap things up for the sixth video, the photograph, for the final shot, before I wrap things up for today's video, I've took this shot yesterday on the 7th of September. This time it was raining outside, so the battery almost died. For the sixth and final shot for this video, before I wrap, here we go again. Now for the sixth and final shot for today's video, before I wrap things up, I've took this last photo just yesterday on the 6th of September. What is it? Was it this? Now for the sixth and final shot for this video, just to wrap things
Track. Oh my goodness gracious. So now for the whoa. Anyways, so as you guys saw on the fifth photograph, for the sixth photographed, so anyways, as you guys saw in that shot, I've decided to do that because here we go with freaking messing up again. Anyways, as you saw I messed up that word. As you saw in the first photograph, I kind of went as into the ground